Howdy folks, Big Chief here. Well, today I'm in Pensacola, Florida, and I wanted to show you some of the sights. First thing, this is called the Graffiti Bridge. You can see it's on 17th Avenue, right here near the junction of 110, and it's full of graffiti. But it's not just the bridge. All up underneath. Quite a bit of traffic, so I'm not going to try to cross under. There's no place to walk. Even the light pole has graffiti on it. Amazing. They even graffitied the railroad tracks above it. You can look out over Pensacola Bay there. And the parking lot on the other side has got graffiti all over it, along with the roadway. Some of it's not so nice. And this is the other side of the bridge. Rock over there has got graffiti on it. As I said, you can see the Pensacola Bay from here. The channel going up. A pontoon coming down. People have their own personal piers here. Oh, I didn't notice this, but people's got a whole bunch of locks put on the fence. And that generally signifies a couple that lock their love together forever. Okay, now we are down on Palafox Street, which is kind of like in the heart of Pensacola, and I just really love the architecture down here. That's the Christ Church, and that Spanish looking architecture just really catches my eye. Then you have some more traditional. And then here's a statue commemorating the Battle of Pensacola. General Bernardo Galvez. And just talks about how he was a friend of the Americans during the American Revolution, and that Great Britain had a foothold here, and he was able to overcome Great Britain and win this land for Spain, and turned it over to America. Yeah. And looking down the sidewalk here with the trees overlapping, that's just really neat. Okay, now we're at Fort George. It's named in honor of King George III of Great Britain. This is where Great Britain had one of their strongholds, and that Spanish general conquered it. There's the barricade wall. And up here's where the cannons are. Here's the back view of the cannons that they'd be firing in to the east. Obviously the church wasn't there then. At least I hope not. And along with the fort, they do have a park here. Nice little well-maintained park. Come and sit and relax, and I love that tree. That's pretty cool. Another thing down here on Palafox Street is the United States Courthouse. Martin Luther King Park. What we want to see is right down here at the end. This is a sculpture here in the park. Pretty neat. Okay, down here at the park, they have pelicans statues signifying each one of the armed forces. Of course, there's the United States Air Force, and then one that means most to me is the U.S. Army. That's where I was in. United States Coast Guard. Over on that corner, you've got the U.S. Marines. And over there you got the U.S. Navy. And there's more of downtown. Okay, we're on our way to the next destination, but I figured I'd take you down through the main street of Pensacola where all the shops and whatnot are. A lot of these buildings have terraces. Kind of reminds me of Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Okay, this plaque says Celebrate Pensacola. Don Tristan de Luna, sculpted by Captain Robert Rasmussen, U.S. Navy, retired. And commemorates the Spanish influence and heritage by, obviously, the Spanish. This used to be a Spanish colony years ago. And right behind the statue, they have a little splash park and fountain. And I'm down here by the docks. Look out towards the Gulf of Mexico. Big old catamaran. That's a ferry. It's a city ferry. A couple of them. Probably takes you over to Pensacola Beach, which I believe is over there. Turtle Runner. Yeah, it says Gulf Islands National Seashore. Pigeons, pigeons everywhere. Now, just to warn you, parking down here is tight, especially if you got a bigger vehicle. As you can see, my Silverado, I barely could squeeze in. Now, I know a lot of people like wall murals, and this is a pretty cool one here in Pensacola. Mermaid, the Blue Angels. Yeah, pretty neat. Okay, we're at our next destination. This is the historic Crystal Ice House. It's on the National Register of Historic Sites. The historic Crystal Ice House is a slice of early 20th century life, frozen in time. Pun intended, I guess. Built in 1932, the Ice House has been an East Side neighborhood icon for many years. It was an integral part of neighborhood life during the years before household refrigeration and remained in operation until the 1950s. The structure has been listed on the National Register of Historical Places since 1983 and was named one of the 7 Wonders of Pensacola by the Pensacola News Journal of 2007. Yeah, people used to come here to get ice for their ice boxes. Pretty cool. Well, that's it for me from Pensacola, Florida. It's Big Chief signing off.